How is it going, guys? Real FT9 here, and welcome to the Man of the Match Arjen Robben player review. One of the Man of the Match cards EA has dropped is Arjen Robben, and his stats look stunning. He also costs around astonishing 410k on PS4 and around the same for Xbox. Look at his stats, you get very tempted to use him. He has 87 pace, 91 dribbling, 88 shooting, and you can't have it any better for an offensive player. His passing is great as well, with the only trouble being his physical. The work rate are great as well, the best ones I prefer for an offensive player, with high attacking work rate and low defensive work rate to be able to save the stamina. He has got amazing 4-star skill moves on him. His weak foot isn't the greatest, but we know the type of player he is in real life. Dribbling on the left hand side of the pitch and cutting it inside to shoot. Looking further at his in-game stats, the guard looks breathtaking. Great pace for someone who is 34, 88 acceleration with 87 sprint speed. Shooting is great as well with 86 finishing, 89 shot power and 90 long shots. Passing is struggling as well. Haven't seen a player who has such a great overall passing. The biggest strength being for this card, I believe, is his dribbling, a 91 overall with 89 agility, 92 balance and 93 dribbling itself. Like I said, the only problem being is the physical aspect with a very low 70 stamina, making him only a 1/2 player and 69 strength, which makes it hard for him to do skill moves close to the opponent. But this card is an absolute monster, guys. His dribbling is a complete nightmare for the opponents. He has got so many positives attached to him, which I will break down in a second, that his weaknesses, which are very few, go unnoticeable in the game. People might also argue that the card is worth a lot of coins. If you aren't aware, as I mentioned earlier, he goes for around 410 coins, which I do believe is likely to go down. However, people might still claim that to be a lot, considering the overall rating difference as well as the difference in the stats is not quite significant. There is an increase of around 1 or 2 in each stat, but I would argue that those small differences together are quite significant. I have used his gold card and I can tell the difference is really noticeable. I played him on a 4-3-3-4 formation as a right winger for the most of the games, and sometimes I put him up as a striker in 4-3-1-2, and on both formation he was a tank. He has got this amazing agility and balance to him, which is hard for him to lose the ball even in tight situations. However, I think he is best suited on the right area of the field, just so that you can cut inside and do the finish shots, just because his shooting is great, you know, outside the box, just like the way he does in real life. As you'll see from the gameplay, I was able to do that quite a lot, and that is credit to his agility and balance. I hardly performed any skill moves while cutting inside, and the agility made it so easier for me and so hard for the opponent to read it. Looking at his strengths, there are quite a few, but I think the strongest one, as stated, are his dribbling, shooting and passing. His dribbling is a top notch. I think it's one of the best in the games. He makes the opponent think twice on what side to defend him, just because he has it so easy to turn to whatever side he wants, with an 89 balance and 92 agility. The use to perform skill moves is hardly needed. His shooting is icing on the cake. All the components ranging from positioning, finishing, shot power and long shots that make up the overall shooting are on top level. One of the things I mentioned earlier which fascinated me was his passing. Even though I didn't pass a lot, because I wanted to try his dribbling and shooting, and I mean, this card you don't want to pass a lot obviously, but I was still able to do a few crosses, and you know, they are quite accurate. And with the tall striker, you will see each of them getting in the back of the net. Weaknesses are only 3, which are quite visible obviously. Weak foot with 2 stars, which can be a problem when on one-on-one situations where the option is only to shoot from the right. But to that I would argue that if you're able to do a fake shot, you know, while you stand and just press the shooting button lightly, you can still end up on the back of the net. I mean, the weak foot is a problem when you are outside the box, or you know, at tight situations on the weaker side, but at front of the goal it can still go in. Stamina and strength are also quite a problem for this card. Strength I will see as the biggest one, because at times when the defender is close on him, he loses the ball easily, and later in the game it gets even worse, because since he gets started easily, he becomes even weaker strength wise. On a whole, I think this card is great even with significant weaknesses. He has got great strengths to him, which if used to full potential even in one half can become really beneficial for you. It was really fun to use this card, and I would definitely recommend to buy it. But that was it for this review, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.